Hey there everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Dragoon. So yeah, now it's time for us to go back to the castle and meet with King Albert. You know, I'd also like to mention that I really like this castle theme. It's really good. And then you broke out, helped Dart and Shauna escape, went across the prairie, killed a giant snake, and now here we are back in Bale. Well, you're back in Bale. This is Dart and Shauna's first time here. Well, of course, it always gets more dangerous the further you get into a JRPG. That guy in the top right looks familiar. Black monster! You guys will understand why I did that later. Well, that sucks. Story time!
As if they were gods, Winglies ruled over all living creatures and used them as slaves. The enslaved suffered a terrible domination and injustice. Their anger turned to a flame of fury. Then a gust of wind blew throughout the lands, spreading the flame to a blazing fire. The wind was Emperor Diaz. 7 incarnations of dragons served the Emperor. Their bravery inspired people to take up arms. Thus began the Dragon Campaign. It was a harsh war. Both people and Winglies suffered countless injuries and fatalities. After a long period of suffering, it was the humans who acquired the future. The age of humans had begun.
How do you know Dart's never been to a castle? You haven't seen him for 5 years. Hello there. Oh, you're one of the few NPCs that doesn't, say something different. After being talked to a second time. Well, ain't that a nice view? Just look at that. That's how far we've come on our journey already. Surely it's only a hoax. We've already got our shopping all done. Yeah, we're gonna bring it into this war. This music does not lie. Seriously, that theme that just played, that was actually Dart's theme. That is probably one of my favorite, like, hero themes from a JRPG ever. It's just so empowering. Like, every time you hear that music, it's just like, you feel unstoppable. Like, you're gonna get your quest done no matter what. Anyway, time to go pay Lavitz's mom a visit. Good luck, Shauna. Yes, that's been pretty obvious since, you know, Dart first met you in this game. Let's go in here real quick. I think we might be able to get the Stardust right now. Also, there's a chest in here. 20 gold. They really like putting gold in sums of 20 in the chests in this game. Don't you mean will be like her, or I hope Lavitz's bride will be like her? Because Lavitz doesn't really have a bride yet. Anyway, Stardust is right here. And that's all the Stardust we can get in Bale for now. Well, actually, that's all the Stardust there is in Bale. I just mean that's all we can get in general for now. Yeah, let's. Lavitz freaks out if you try to do this. Yeah, you actually have to, ask him to show you around his head. Oh! Ah, I bit my tongue! Ow! Yeah, like I was saying, you need to ask him to show him around your show you around his house. Ow! My weak point. Dart loses to books. You know, I don't know why, but ever since I was a kid, when he said Sergio is covered in war clouds now, for some reason, I always saw this as the halfway point of Disc 1. I know that's really weird, because I don't think we're even really at the halfway point yet. We have a sizable portion of the first disc left, but I don't know. For some reason, I always considered this like the halfway point, even if it's not. I really don't know why. But that's just something that was just like in my mind for the longest time. We're definitely not quite at the halfway point yet, though, honestly. Oops, I threw that a little bit too quickly. No, we don't. We already did our shopping. Anyway, before we head on out of here, let's go back up to the rooftops real quick. Because you might remember there was a treasure over there in that barn. Well, we're gonna go get that now. Oh yeah, this is weird. If you climb to the top of the ladder, if you walk around here... Yeah, it's like Dart's just like... I mean, I know he's like standing on a window seal or something, but you can't see it from in there, so it looks like he's just standing on air. And now here we have what is basically a balancing QuickTime event. Basically, you have to press X whenever the little exclamation pops up above his head, but mashing the X button works just fine. And here we get our very first Healing Breeze, which is basically a healing potion, but it works on all party members. It restores everybody's HP by half. Hey, watch where you're going. Okay, so Martell there. Actually, I'm not sure where she goes. I wasn't even aware until recently when I was watching HC Bailey's playthrough that you could even talk to her here in Bale. But I think she went over here. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember now where she goes. Well, you'll see what Martell is for here in just a second. There she is. Must be you forgot who you bumped into literally like 2 minutes ago. Like, how can you not be 100% sure on that? Unless you seriously forget a face within 2 minutes. So yeah, you can give your Stardust to Martell, and, well, like she said, she'll give you items for certain amounts. So we'll hand over the 7 we found so far. And she'll give you one for every 10 Stardust you bring her, so she gives you 5 items in total. For 10, 20, 30, 40, and finally 50 Stardust. But, anyway. Well, actually, nah. I was gonna save here, but we can go ahead and head on over to, you know, we can head on over towards Hoax before we save. Maybe we'll run into a yellow bird again here. Ah, no, it's just a slime guy here. Shauna's a little better with that sparkle arrow now.
Harpoon!
Yeah, Hoax is so far away, we're gonna have to go through 2 battles before we can get to it. Ah, just a couple of screaming bats.
Yes! Double flash! Harpoon!
You know, actually, before we head on into Hoax, I actually think I'm going to go ahead and switch to Volcano, because we're going to be, well, things are going to get intense in Hoax, and, like, my double slash might max itself out before we can even, like, finish things there, so, yeah, I'm going to, like, use this chance to, yeah. I'm going to use this chance to get some practice in on Volcano, and then we can, like, finish up a double slash on regular enemies as we proceed into the next areas and stuff. Anyway, that's it for now, so see y'all next time.